Most men don't lose their strength out in the world, they lose it standing in front of the mirror. Your appearance isn't vanity, it's discipline. And the world reacts differently when you show up like a man who respects himself. Here's a truth most people avoid saying out loud. Men don't fade away because life is unfair. They fade because they stop showing up with intention. They get comfortable being tired, messy, unprepared, and eventually that becomes who they believe they are. Stoic philosophy views appearance as something deeper. It reflects order, self-respect, and inner strength. You can't control how the world judges you, but you can always control the message you send the moment you enter a room. And that message begins with how you present yourself. Today, you must become addicted to your appearance. We're going to break down 7 principles that will shift the way you look, feel, and carry yourself. Not for attention, but for self-mastery. Because when you look like the man you're becoming, life has no choice but to respond. 1. Your appearance is a silent declaration of inner strength. People see you before they hear you. Your presence speaks long before any words ever leave your mouth. And whether you accept it or not, the world reacts instantly to the signal you send. Most men forget this. Your appearance is more than clothing or grooming. It's energy, it's order, it's the message you communicate without speaking. When you show up tired, sloppy, or disconnected, you're revealing something about your discipline. But when you walk in sharp, clean, and intentional, people feel that too. They respond with more respect, more seriousness, more caution. It's not about arrogance. Humans are naturally wired to react to signs of self-respect. The Stoics knew this long before modern psychology. They believed your outer state mirrors your inner world. If your mind is chaotic, your appearance usually follows. If your spirit is disciplined, your presence becomes grounded and strong. This isn't about impressing anyone. It's about aligning how you look with the standards you hold inside. It's silently saying, I take myself seriously. Think about it. When you see a man who carries himself with intention, shoulders back, posture steady, eyes clear, you immediately recognize that he respects himself. You can tell he pays attention to details. You can tell he lives with purpose. It's not because he's rich or handsome, it's because he radiates discipline. That's what people respond to. That's what earns silent respect long before any conversation begins. Now imagine bringing that same presence into your own life. Every morning, every room you enter, every moment you're seen, your appearance becomes armor, not something to hide behind, but something that reminds you who you are and who you are becoming. It's not vanity, it's order, it's self-command. And when your outer presentation reflects your inner standards, something powerful shifts. You stop acting like the man you once were and start acting like the man you're building yourself into. That's why becoming addicted to your appearance matters, not in a shallow way, but in a disciplined, intentional one. The more you invest in showing up as your best self, the more your mind starts aligning with that version of you. Your choices become sharper, your walk changes, your voice steadies, your expectations rise, and your tolerance for nonsense drops. So treat your appearance like a daily declaration. Trim your beard, keep your shoes clean, stand tall, maintain your clothes, take care of your skin, move with purpose. Not to impress others, but to affirm your own identity. When you respect the man in the mirror, the world learns to respect him too. Your appearance is your message. Make sure it speaks with strength. 2. People respond to the signal you send the moment you walk in. Your body speaks before your mouth does. Your posture introduces you before your name ever can. Your presence tells the truth, even when your words don't. Most men underestimate how powerful their physical presence truly is. They assume respect comes only through words, achievements, or confidence. But long before anyone knows your values or abilities, they read your signal. Humans are wired to observe posture, grooming, eye contact, and overall energy to decide who is disciplined and who isn't. And in that quick moment, people decide how to treat you. Stoicism taught that the way you carry yourself reflects your character. How you stand, how you move, how you hold your shoulders, these aren't small details. They are reflections of how seriously you take yourself. If your posture collapses, it signals uncertainty. If your eyes avoid contact, it signals hesitation. If your presence feels unintentional, it shows you've stopped taking yourself seriously. The world notices all of it, but when your presence is controlled, shoulders back, chin steady, step deliberate, people feel it. They sense certainty. They sense clarity. They sense a man who respects himself. And people instinctively respect those who respect themselves. Your presence becomes a boundary without you saying a word. Think about everyday places, a gym, a meeting, a restaurant. Some men walk in and the atmosphere shifts, not because they're loud, but because their energy is intentional. Everything about them communicates, I'm disciplined, I'm composed, I'm in control. It's not aggression, it's alignment. Now imagine bringing that into your daily life. You don't need to be the biggest, strongest, or most attractive. You just need to be deliberate, clean grooming, quiet confidence, balanced posture, a calm, steady gaze. These small elements combine to create a presence that communicates power without intimidation, strength without force, respect without words. Stoics understood that external chaos loses power when inner order is strong, and presence is a language of order. When your appearance is intentional, you enter situations with clarity. You speak less, but your energy says more. You stop shrinking to make others comfortable, and you stop exaggerating yourself to feel important. You simply show up fully, and that changes how people treat you. Your appearance matters because most communication isn't verbal. It's visual, it's energetic, it's behavioral. People don't just see your clothes, they see your values. They see the effort you put into yourself. They see the truth reflected in your posture. So carry yourself with intention, move with quiet purpose, hold your frame with discipline, let your presence speak for you. Because the right signal doesn't ask for respect, it commands it. 3. Your appearance is discipline, not vanity. Looking good isn't about ego, it's about order. It's daily proof that you take yourself seriously. Most men think caring about their appearance makes them superficial. They assume grooming, style, and self-presentation are for people seeking attention. But that's not Stoic thinking, that's insecurity. Stoic philosophy teaches that how you show up reflects your inner structure, your self-respect, your commitment to excellence. Vanity is dressing for others. Discipline is dressing to honor yourself. One is fragile, the other is unshakable. Marcus Aurelius didn't wear gold to impress anyone. He wore clean, simple, intentional clothing because it aligned with his values: clarity, order, dignity. Stoics believed that simple outer appearance and strong inner character go hand in hand. Your appearance becomes a daily practice, a reminder that you're not here to drift, but to show up with purpose. Here's a truth many men don't want to face. The way you maintain your body and appearance directly affects how your mind behaves. When you take time to clean yourself up, fix your posture, style your hair, and choose clothes that express order, your brain registers that you care, that you're awake, that you're not living on autopilot. Your appearance becomes a switch that pulls you from passive to present. Vanity asks, do they like how I look? Discipline asks, does this reflect who I choose to be? One seeks approval, the other seeks alignment. When you shift from vanity to discipline, everything changes. You stop dressing to impress and start dressing to express your identity. You show up like the man you expect yourself to grow into. And when identity changes, behavior follows. You speak with more certainty. You set stronger boundaries. You say no to what drains you. You choose better habits because you've chosen a higher standard. This isn't about perfection, it's about clarity. Clean grooming, intentional clothing, good hygiene, and strong posture aren't about showing status. They build rituals that strengthen your foundation. They teach your mind to respect your body. They reinforce that you deserve care. And when you treat yourself like a man of value, the world reflects that energy back to you. Start simple. Lay out your clothes the night before. Shower with intention. Trim your beard or maintain your clean shave. Keep your nails tidy. Use a minimal skincare routine. Pick clothes that fit, clean, sharp, not necessarily expensive. Move calmly and deliberately when you get ready. The ritual itself becomes a form of meditation, a small moment of self-command. The truth is this: a man who takes 5 minutes to respect his appearance carries different energy than the one who rushes out without care. One moves with dignity, the other with distraction, and dignity wins. When your appearance becomes discipline, you stop chasing attention and start attracting respect. You don't control people's judgment, but you control the image you present. You can't rule what they think, but you always control how you show up. And that difference changes everything. One of the most liberating Stoic truths is the dichotomy of control. Some things are in your power, some are not. Other people's opinions, assumptions, jealousy, prejudice, none of that is yours to manage. But your appearance, grooming, posture, presence, and personal standards, those are fully yours. When you focus on what you can control, you take your power back. Most men waste energy worrying about how others see them, while ignoring the one thing that could actually shift perception: the way they present themselves. You can't force someone to respect you, but you can make yourself impossible to overlook. You can't make people think highly of you, but you can appear like someone who thinks highly of himself. And that alone changes the dynamic. A man who shows up sharp, clean, and prepared sends a message before he speaks. I hold myself to a standard. That standard shapes how others treat him. Not because he's perfect, but because humans instinctively respond to signs of discipline. Even critics react differently when they see you respect yourself. That's why appearance matters for a Stoic. It's not about approval, it's about alignment. It's walking into the world saying, I control what I can and release what I can't. When you show up sloppy, you send the message that you've surrendered responsibility over the one thing you own, yourself. But when you show up intentionally, you communicate strength, clarity, and command. Create your own ritual of control. A 5-minute reset every morning. Stand tall. Run water through your hair. Fix your collar. Clean your shoes. Check your posture. Slow your breathing. Align your energy. These simple actions shift your internal state. They remind you that you aren't at the mercy of the world. You are responsible for yourself. Because the truth is this: the world may judge you unfairly, but it judges you regardless. Since you can't control their lens, control your signal. Make your appearance the part of life you fully own, a daily discipline that reinforces who you are and who you refuse to become. You can't shape their opinions, but you can shape your presence, and presence changes everything. Improving your appearance reprograms your identity. When you look better, you act better. When you act better, you think better. And when you think better, you become better. Most men try to change their lives through big goals or huge plans that fade quickly. Stoicism teaches the opposite. Identity is formed through small, repeated actions, not grand declarations. Nothing rewires identity faster than consistently showing up as a sharper version of yourself. Every time you clean up, groom yourself, choose clothes intentionally, and leave the house looking like a man with standards, you're sending a signal to your subconscious. This is who I am now. Your mind listens. Your nervous system responds. Your behavior adjusts to match the image you're projecting. That isn't ego, it's psychology. When you look like a man who respects himself, your actions follow that identity. You walk straighter, speak clearer, hesitate less, procrastinate less, tolerate less disrespect. You make higher decisions because you embody higher standards. Appearance becomes a catalyst. Stoics knew identity follows action. You don't wait to feel confident to appear confident. You appear confident, and confidence grows into that space. You don't wait to feel disciplined to look disciplined. You look disciplined, and discipline roots itself. This is why Cato, Marcus Aurelius, and Epictetus emphasized consistency. You are what you repeatedly do, not what you occasionally promise. Every morning becomes identity training. Choose a clean shirt over a wrinkled one, and you choose a higher version of yourself. Fix your posture instead of slouching, and you choose strength. Maintain grooming instead of letting yourself slide, and you choose growth over decay. Slowly, sometimes without noticing, your identity shifts. People notice before you do. They treat you differently. They listen more closely. They assume competence, leadership, and self-respect. And eventually, you assume these things about yourself too. Appearance is structural, not superficial. It reshapes who you believe you are. When a man's identity rises, his actions rise. His discipline sharpens, his goals expand, his boundaries strengthen, his standards evolve. Use your appearance as a tool, a daily reminder of the man you're becoming. Dress for the identity you want, not the identity you're trying to escape. Look like the future version of yourself, not the past. When you upgrade your appearance, you don't just change how you look, you change who you become. Your appearance shapes your emotions, and your emotions shape your actions. How you look affects how you feel. How you feel affects how you behave, and how you behave builds or destroys your entire life. Most men don't understand this loop. Your appearance isn't separate from your emotions. It influences them, directs them, stabilizes or destabilizes them. When you look sloppy, you feel sloppy. When you look tired, you act tired. When you look careless, you behave careless. This isn't vanity, it's biology. Your brain reads your physical state and adjusts your internal state to match. Stoicism teaches that your environment, including your body, affects your spirit. A cluttered outer world creates a cluttered mind. An undisciplined body creates an undisciplined mindset. But the reverse is also true. A clean, intentional, well-presented appearance puts your mind into a state of control, confidence, and readiness. Think about the last time you dressed sharply, stood tall, and took a moment to groom yourself properly. You didn't just look better, you felt more capable. Your decisions came quicker, your conversations had more weight, you carried yourself with intention. That's because your brain reacts to signals from your grooming, clothing, and posture. It says, we're ready, we're disciplined, we're operating at a higher standard today. And that inner shift matters. It shapes how you speak, how you work, how you draw boundaries, and how you move through the world. When you present strength, you don't stumble through your day, you step into it. You don't shrink, you expand. You don't negotiate your worth, you embody it. Your appearance becomes emotional armor, not to hide weakness, but to reinforce strength. Posture affects your breathing. Breathing affects calmness. Calmness affects clarity. Clarity affects choices, and choices shape your destiny. Everything connects. Modern men overlook small adjustments. Clean skin, tidy hair, a fitted shirt, polished shoes, a steady gaze. But these tiny upgrades shift your internal chemistry. They lift your mood. They stabilize your energy. They create psychological momentum. You start feeling like a man who deserves better, expects better, and demands better. This is why your morning routine should never be rushed. It's not a chore, it's a ritual, a moment of self-alignment, a message to your mind. We show up prepared, we show up strong, because the truth is simple. You can't feel powerful while presenting yourself powerlessly. You can't feel focused when you present yourself carelessly. You can't feel confident when you look like someone who doesn't care. So take control of the loop. Look sharp, stand tall, move with intention. Let your appearance elevate your emotions instead of dragging them down. When your presentation rises, your spirit rises with it. Appear powerful, feel powerful, act powerful, and your life starts following. When you become addicted to looking good, you become addicted to living right. The way you look reflects the way you live. Appearance shows your standards, and your standards build your life. Most men think improving appearance is only surface level, a haircut, a new shirt, straighter posture. But the deeper truth is this. Once you get addicted to the feeling of showing up clean, strong, intentional, and disciplined, you naturally become addicted to every behavior that supports that identity. Appearance becomes the doorway to a different lifestyle. Here's why. Looking good requires consistency. It demands better sleep, cleaner eating, hydration, grooming, order, and purposeful movement. And when you maintain these habits for the sake of your appearance, they spill into the rest of your life. You stop wanting to just look like a disciplined man. You start wanting to live like one. You begin rejecting chaos. You start saying no to anything that drags your standards down. You choose routines that reinforce who you want to be. Stoic philosophy teaches that excellence begins with self-respect. And self-respect is action, not emotion. When you invest in your appearance daily, you're practicing self-respect in the most visible form. You're proving with behavior that your life is worth showing up for. Once that mindset locks in, everything shifts. Your habits sharpen. Your environment cleans up. Your goals rise. Your tolerance for mediocrity collapses. You begin asking better questions. Is this food supporting the man I want to become? Will staying up late help me look and feel strong tomorrow? Are these people aligned with my standards? Does this choice add power or drain it? That's the change. Your appearance becomes a compass guiding your behavior, your boundaries, your discipline, even your relationships. When you look like a man with standards, you stop letting people treat you like you have none. You move differently, you speak differently, you think differently. Physical discipline becomes mental discipline, and mental discipline becomes life discipline. And the best part, you stop relying on motivation. You rely on identity. You can't tolerate slipping back into disorder. You can't stand seeing a version of yourself you've already outgrown. Once you experience what it feels like to look sharp, feel sharp, and move through the world with presence, you refuse to go backward. Because this isn't vanity, it's intention. It's honoring your potential. It's becoming someone you respect so deeply that your daily habits, your environment, your standards, and your appearance all rise to match that respect. So yes, become addicted. Addicted to looking clean. Addicted to showing up with dignity. Addicted to carrying yourself with strength and clarity. Because when you maintain your appearance with discipline, you end up maintaining your entire life with discipline. Look like a man with standards, and you'll live like one too. You've just uncovered 7 powerful Stoic principles that transform appearance from something shallow into something strategic, disciplined, and deeply connected to the life you're building. We talked about presence, posture, grooming, identity, emotional control, and how your standards guide your destiny. And if there's one message tying it all together, it's this. The way you show up is a daily declaration of who you choose to be. Warrior, don't just watch this. Practice it. Tomorrow morning, spend 5 intentional minutes sharpening yourself. Fix your posture. Clean your look. Choose your outfit with purpose. Step into the day as the man you're becoming, not the man you used to be. Small habits done consistently change everything. Thank you for spending this time with me, for listening, and for investing in your growth. I appreciate your presence. If this message reached you, let me know in the comments and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming. Until then, warrior, show up disciplined, show up sharp, and I'll see you in the next video.